What is up, you greasy little green guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're asking, no, there isn't anybody behind me. It's just me in this room. Yesterday, I posted a video on my main channel, the second part to my series about Samir Bhavnani, and I think it's really good. I actually had a really good time editing it, and I think it's awesome. So maybe you should go check it out, but that's your choice. I'm not going to force you to do anything you don't want to do. Today, on this channel, we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite type of guardian, influencer parents. Influencer parents are, how do I explain this? They are parents that are influencers, or it's a very general term, but we're going to break it down into two main categories. The first kind is sort of like your family vlogger, your Ace Family type influencer parent that sort of films their daily life, and their children happen to be a big part of that and happen to become like the face of the channel because they're sort of documenting someone's childhood online. And then the second is the parent of a child influencer where the kid is just the star of the show, more like a Ryan's Toy Review sort of situation. Today, we're going to be talking about the first kind. We've seen it all over the place. We know about the Ace Family. We know about freaking, Roman Atwood? Remember Roman Atwood? I used to watch him. Smile more, guys. I'm going to, emotionally scar my wife by pretending that I just killed her only son. That stuff was cool. Back then, we used to laugh at that stuff. Isn't that crazy? Now, this is a long overdue thing to be talked about and, been all over the place, but I thought I'd jump back into it because it seems like it just never stops, Now, when it comes to TV and movies, there are a lot of regulations with children, There's a lot of laws to protect children in TV sets. And even those regulations aren't freaking regulated enough, and they're not safe enough for kids. But on YouTube, it's a freaking wild, wild west out here. We've got kids running around and parents filming them, and the more crazy shit you do, the more views you get. And that sounds like a good platform that will definitely reward parents for prioritizing the safety of their children and not have them prioritize views over their children. Yeah, that sounds right. Now, YouTube's only thing they really say about this is that YouTube doesn't allow content that endangers the emotional and physical well-being of minors. A minor is defined as someone under the legal age of majority, yada, yada, yada. It's very vague, and they do have some weird laws around having kids in your videos, but they don't really follow those laws. Most of them are like, hey, if you have kids in your video, you need to put it on YouTube Kids, or it's going to be flagged and you don't have any comments on them. I make these videos on my He Said Us channel where I do sort of these funny reviews of the Harry Potter movies, and because there's kids in the movies, they try to lock down my comment section. They try to completely just turn off comments, which I don't understand because it's just a movie, and all the other Harry Potter clips online have comments turned on. So why are you turning off my comments when I'm not even making comments about the kids? It's about the movie. It's about the making of the movie. But then you have family channels that have kids on their channel every single day, and the freaking comments are they're turned on. The comments are turned on. And you can monetize children, which is such a cool thing. I love that. Isn't that just such a smart idea that we've been monetizing children since the YouTube began? Now, obviously, this whole phenomenon of putting children online and making money off of them without really any rules is pretty new, and there's not really much research online when it comes to the long-term effects of it, whether or not it is morally correct, which it's really not. I mean, there is obviously a gray area to everything, but you have to look at it and say, hey, when I'm making my content, is the child the reason that I'm making the money, and is that okay? And most of the time, the answer is yes, the child is the only reason you're making the money, and no, it's not okay. And although we technically don't know what the long-term effects of children are who are raised in this kind of household, I think we can infer that it's not the healthiest, and even if it is healthy, it's probably not that smart to publicly put your child growing up online in front of millions of people, so when they grow up, everyone's gonna go, hey, I can look at hours of your life take place on YouTube before your brain even developed enough for you to remember what happened. I mean, there's outrage over it when we talk about child actors like Mary Jane Ashley Olsen, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. Everyone's going crazy over how it was unethical to put them on TV and put them in front of so many people when they grew up, and it affected them in the long term. But when we look at YouTube, it seems like it's completely okay. No one really cares when there's kids online, even if it comes from non-family vlogging creators who just happen to be making videos that include their kid. But there obviously is a gray area there as to how okay it is to document your life with a child, and then the other side of the spectrum, which is completely using your child as your source of income and forcing them to do things for entertainment, which is not okay. Now, this discussion kind of rose to the surface again in the middle of last year when this video came up of this one family vlogger, this mom, forcing her son to cry on camera for the thumbnail of her video after I think their dog died. It was re-uploaded to YouTube in September, but this is what it was.
Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Look at me, look at me, look at me. We have to do this. Look at me. She's going to be okay. Repeat this. Say, Rosie is healthy. Look at me. Rosie is healthy. Look at me. Rosie's beautiful. Rosie is strong. She is healthy. She will make it. She will make it. No matter how much you know about positive mindset, law of attraction, it doesn't matter how much you're educated on that. When you're in the moment, it's still so hard to not feel sad. I'm gonna let you guys go. I need to go be there for Christian. I just wanted to give you an update because so many of you turned on the countdown reminders for my new video today and you wanted to see our big news.
So many of you guys turned on that countdown reminder, but I needed to whip out the camera and show you guys my son crying over his dead dog because I just needed to update you guys on that. Hey, I don't really think they care that much, to be honest with you. I think they care about the news of the dog dying, but I don't think they're gonna go, what the heck, I turned on the countdown for your new video, and instead, nothing comes up? You must not really care about your fans, do you? If you really cared about your fans, you would have whipped out your camera and showed your son crying on camera so you could prove that your video wasn't gonna come out.
Please pray for her. I know she's gonna make it through. She's an amazing, beautiful little girl, and I can't wait for her to bring her home and be part of our family.
Yeah, that's real crying. That is super real crying. Oh, the dog's sick. The dog didn't die. Guys, sorry, the dog did not die.
So if you could pray for us, we appreciate it.
That's real. That is real crying.
Come here, come closer for the video. Come closer.
Okay, this is what blows my mind. This happened when that one girl like spit and hit her dog and stuff, and she freaking uploaded the raw footage. And then this happens, and I'm like, if you're gonna do something shitty on camera, like, wouldn't you I triple check my edits for stuff that I leave in when I don't do any shitty things off camera. But if I did do something shitty off camera, I would check like 10 times to make sure I didn't leave in the shitty thing because it would ruin my life if it got out. But instead, somehow, you're on your little computer editing your 1-minute video or whatever, and you just leave in the whole clip. My guess is that she like edited it and then accidentally uploaded the freaking footage straight from the camera. And I'm like, how are you that dumb? How do you have so little going on in your head that you forget to edit out the part where you force your kid? Let's see what she left in though. I need to watch this again.
I'm closer. I'm closer. Put your head right here. I'm closer. Closer down. Put your head down here. Act like you're crying. Really quick.
He's like, dude, what? What do you mean act like I'm crying? Oh my God, it's so bad.
Like no, Mom, I'm actually seriously crying. No, I know, but go like this for the video.
Oh my God.
Hand up like this. No, go like this. Put your hand like this.
I can't. Oh my God, dude. This is so. Oh, it's so much worse than I remember. It's like so bad that I just cannot possibly like understand how someone can be this just disconnected from being a regular human being. How can you possibly be that disconnected where you literally are sitting there? I don't even film a thumbnail. I just take a random shot from the camera. I just go, and that becomes the thumbnail. That'll probably be the thumbnail. And this, she literally spends like like a whole minute trying to get her kid to.
Like this. But let them see your mouth. Let them see your mouth. Oh, Mom, I'm actually crying. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I know. Look at me. Look at me.
Dude, I cannot believe this woman should like not have children at all. like her child should be taken away from her. And I know that's like a strong thing to say, but like if this is what's happening in the car during a traumatic moment in their lives and she feels no emotion, but like the first thing she thinks of is like, I need to film, and then I need to, he even thinks about the thumbnail, like even remembers that she needs to make a thumbnail. It's just bizarre.
Look at the camera.
That it is like so uncanny. Like it really freaks me out watching this.
Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's over, it's over, it's over.
Oh my God. Yo, is that me? That guy looks just like me. Oh, God, no! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, just gonna back out of there. I didn't like that. So yeah, that's bizarre. That's weird. I think we can all agree that that's wrong. But let's continue and see some other examples of why this is so gross. Here's a prank video from a YouTuber called House of Blasian, which is a family vlog channel. And this video that Felicia sent me here is, I gave my daughter a black eye to see how her mother reacts. Very normal idea for a video. Definitely a cool idea. Definitely will go over well. And guess what? It actually did go over well because the likes are actually pretty good. It's like 1% dislikes, which is, that's a good, your audience is loving the content. Let's check out what he has to show.
What up, HO?
The focus, man. You think, you know, you have a big ass YouTube channel. You're getting 400,000 views. And the bizarre part is this channel has 100,000 views. And this video has 400,000 views. So most of the people watching this are not from the channel. And they still support it because they're probably being fed more family vlog content because they already watch family vlog content. Apparently you can't get enough of the family vlogs.
Hold on, sit down. Baby girl, sit down. Today we're gonna do something pretty evil. Pretty just messed up. You dig?
No.
I know.
No.
I know.
No.
We just gotta do it. It's been a while. So this is what we're going to do.
Second.
I know, baby. We're going to be pretending that I gave Saray a black eye by hitting her. Okay? I don't give Saray, you know, no spankings like that. I'll give her a little pat spankings. She knows what it means. She's like, no, she gets scared. I don't.
What is, oh man. Oh God. Oh God, dude, it is so bizarre to watch. How could you possibly record this on a camera? It just reminds me that there's so many people out there. Do you ever have those moments where you're like, wow, the world really is big. I understand why there's so many people who believe different things than me when I watch these people. Am I phrasing that right? Like, you wonder how so many people follow, you know, certain celebrities, how so many people vote for certain politicians, and you're like, you'd have to be a complete freak on a different planet to act like that. And then you see this stuff and you're like, well, I guess they really do exist. I guess that this is reality and I'm not being punked right now.
I don't whoop her like that at all, okay? Disclaimer, y'all. So I'm gonna be giving her a black eye and seeing her mama's reaction. Should be hilarious. Honestly, I'm a little scared. Because mama is crazy.
Yeah, mama's crazy, dude. Isn't it just crazy that she would lash out if, like, her daughter was given a black eye by her dad? Don't you think? Like, oof. You're freaking out. Why are you being so crazy right now? Stop getting mad at me.
What the did you just say? What the did you just say? Stop. Are you recording me? God.
You're supposed to get a haircut. So y'all see how crazy that woman can get.
Why would you put this on YouTube? By the way, I'm going to be blurring out all of the kids' faces in this. So if you're wondering if the actual account or the vlogger is blurring the kids' faces out, no, they don't really care about that. It's just because I think it's weird to, I don't want that on my channel. You know that moment when you beatbox while you're giving your daughter a black eye? Very cool.
Tell mama what happened. You got in trouble, right?
What happened to your eyes, Saray?
Mama, I trouble.
Why? What happened?
I trouble.
What happened?
I hurt my eye.
I know, but how? Did you hurt your eye? Does it hurt? What happened, baby?
How do you not notice his makeup right away? I mean, it's probably fake, but honestly, the other reactions felt kind of real.
You dropped your popcorn on the floor. You had to get a spanking. That was my fault. Cause she got in trouble. So I hit her.
What do you mean you hit her?
Well, I mean,
So
like,
you did this?
unintentionally. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Did you do this?
Yeah. I mean, I hit her.
Okay, and where's DJ?
He's upstairs in the room. He's asleep.
So you did this?
Yeah, I did that.
Does that hit you?
That's what she did.
So you punched my daughter.
You
You punched my daughter. You punched my daughter.
It was a backhand.
This don't look like no backhand.
It hurt her.
Dude, she's acting crazy, guys. Am I right?
Look, there's a camera right there.
There's a camera there. There's a camera there. I fooled you. I would have been like, dude, no, I'm leaving with my kid. You freak.
Okay.
I'll use the H word. I hate people like this. I hate them. They're bad people. You are a bad person if you do this. You're not only putting your kid on camera, forcing them to act in front of other people and showing them without their consent to millions of people, but you're also opening them up in the comments to criticism and negative comments about them and being objectified by other people. And of course, YouTube leaves the comments on for this video. It's got over 1,000 comments, but for my Harry Potter video, they gotta freaking take it down. They gotta take the comments away, and I have to keep on adding the comments back, even though I don't talk about any kids in those videos. Oh, and this isn't just happening on channels with less than 1,000 subscribers or even less than 1 million. You have people like the McBroom family, the Ace family, who have been criticized for featuring their kids when they're tired or when they're crying and they don't want to be on camera. Especially now when the parents are involved in so much scandal and drama over having affairs and stuff with being evicted from their house and these boxing matches and all this beef. And in the middle of that, you're going to be putting your kids in the front of all the branding for that. Your kids are in the front and middle of all of that. Essentially, the name and the faces of these kids are being made super public, and they're open to criticism individually while also being linked to their family's reputation, which no matter how long after and how old they grow up to be, they're always going to be linked back to these videos from their past that they didn't have a choice in whether or not they wanted to be in it because they were kids. It ends up being the same thing as the Mary-Kate and Ashley situation. It ends up being the same thing as exploiting kids to be in beauty pageants for TLC shows. And now it's happening on YouTube, but regulated even less than it was when it was on TV, which is almost no regulation at all now. And listen, you can't really just go out there and say to family vloggers, hey guys, please, you gotta stop. Please stop. Please guys, can you please stop? Because you can say that about any problematic creator online. Is you're not just gonna get them to stop by telling them to stop, because obviously they don't see anything wrong with it, or at least the money end of it outweighs the morality that they think weighs on them for making this kind of content. The real push that needs to happen is towards YouTube as a platform to start putting in more regulations for content with kids. I'm okay with my Harry Potter video having the comments turned off, but I'm not okay with it when you don't actually turn the comments off on videos that actually do harm children. And the comments will actually harm children. It's not even on YouTube Kids. Well, of course it can't be on YouTube Kids because it's about giving your kid a black eye. So there's a gray area there. And I think if there's ever a gray area over whether or not your video should be on YouTube Kids or whether it should be on normal YouTube, and you have to say, well, it doesn't really fit on either, then you probably have a bad video on your hands and you shouldn't be uploading it to the internet. So that's the end of my spiel. If you have videos that I didn't talk about, which there probably are, of bad parenting and, you know, exploiting their kids for profit, mention them in the comments down below and talk about what you think about the topic. I'm always open to conversation. I like hearing from you guys, so let me know what you think. All my channels are in the links down below, including my social media. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below, do all that stuff. The notification bell, I guess, if you want. I post videos every day, so you know when to come back. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.